Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your dose of zombies news from the game and its community here on COD Zombies HQ. Thanks so much for tuning in today, where we've got a couple of quick but interesting things to talk about, kicking things off with our first story of the day. A few days ago, it was discovered that 3 new weapons were available to use here in Cold War Zombies, that being the Sledgehammer, a Katana, and the Street Sweeper Shoddy, in past games known as the Striker. Now, the weird thing about these new weapons is that while they could be used and leveled up in Cold War Zombies, they can only be unlocked through certain challenges in Warzone, and that we expected them to be originally able to be unlocked in Cold War a little bit later in Season 1, so it's a little bit surprising why they were available so soon. Well, it seems like, as some of us suspected, that Treyarch has caught on to this and that these weapons weren't supposed to be unlocked so early, and in response, they've done 2 things. First of all, you're no longer able to earn the new weapons via challenges in Warzone. So if you haven't unlocked them already, you won't be able to unlock them until they officially release sometime later in the season. The second thing they did is that if you did already unlock them, they've actually removed them from your inventory. So if you've unlocked them, you've got a bunch of camos for them. Treyarch has totally removed all of those new weapons from your inventory, so you can't use them in zombies anymore. But there is a caveat that if you already unlocked one of the new weapons and you already have it in your creator class, if you don't touch it, you can actually still use it in zombies. You just can't edit anything about the new weapon, because if you do, it'll totally disappear. This has led to some very interesting questions about what exactly Treyarch is going to do when these weapons officially release. Where some big zombies players like Smart Guy, who managed to obtain a Dark Aether on all of the new weapons that were added into the game and since had them removed from his inventory, the question is, are players going to be able to keep the camo progression on these new weapons that were already unlocked in game and then suddenly just taken away from them? If so, then it's gonna kind of suck for guys like Smart Guy that's gonna have to regrind Dark Aether for all those new weapons once again. And moving on to the second story of the day, you guys might have seen some very interesting pictures of supposed leaks have been making their way around the zombies community. The contents of these supposed leaks show the following. First, we get a screenshot of the skills page where you can see that the field upgrade, which was leaked before the launch of the game by Treyarch themselves, Frenzied Guard, is apparently available to be unlocked in the field upgrade section. Next, there's a picture of a supposed playlist menu for zombies, of which you can see there's some interesting additions, with playlists for the DLC 1 map Firebase, as well as the grief mode. Next, we have a picture of the mule kick machine, which we know is likely coming to Cold War Zombies, as its Dark Aether variant of its theme can be found within the code of Cold War Zombies since it released. And lastly, we have a couple pictures apparently showing the map of DLC 1 itself, Firebase Z, where it's kind of hard to make out some details of the map in the background, but as you can see, apparently the player in the photo has both PhD Flopper and Mule Kick, both of which are perks that were apparently leaked to be coming into the game beforehand. But the most interesting picture of them all from these series of leaks is this one here, where the logo for Frenzied Guard appears, but I'm personally more interested in that QR code in the upper left hand side of the image, that it gives away that if it wasn't obvious enough already that these leaks being spread around the community are fake, where that QR code will take you to a certain video by your friend and mine, Rick Astley, where he's going to tell you definitively that he's never going to give you up, he's never going to let you down. So yes, if you've seen these pictures floating around Reddit, floating around Twitter, they of course are fake, but kind of hats off to the guy that made these images. Obviously put a bunch of time into trying to fool the zombies community, and I always personally get a kick out of seeing these pop up on my feed. But guys, that wraps up this quick video. If you did enjoy it, hey, why not leave a thumbs up on the video? Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Happy holidays to everybody watching these video in the festive season, and I'll see you with another Zombies news video sometime soon. Peace.